It's time for Homegrown Country with Dylan on your country 95.5 WTVY.
All right. We're here. Another episode of Homegrown Country. Frank Fletcher in the house.
Thank you for having us, man.
Yeah, man. Glad you guys could come in and join us. So tell us what you got. What's new today?
We're actually stopping to see you on the way to Sturgis. So we've got about a 30-hour drive ahead of us. 19 shows in 10 days for the 85th Sturgis Rally anniversary.
That's cool. That
19
so cool.
shows as of now. Might be more.
Right. Yeah.
I always say I'm not going to book that many shows, and then we get there and we stack. What do we do? Like 56 shows in 3.5 weeks last year?
Something like that.
It was,
Yeah, and then Frank will come out. Guys, we might be doing another show tomorrow.
Yeah.
There might be another one Tuesday. There might be another one Thursday, So
Well,
that
this
happens.
guy's having an after party after this show.
Yeah.
He wants us to come play there. Oh man, that sounds so I'm sure you've got some wild stories if you've done Sturgis for 5 years.
what happens at Sturgis stays at Sturgis, y'all.
All right, so I'm hopping on the bus and we're going to Sturgis. We're going to refilm the podcast in Sturgis.
Let's do it. Next year. Let's plan it out.
All right,
We'll
sounds
take
good.
the bus.
Heck yeah, that'll be fun, dude. Oh man, so wow, you guys, I'm stuck on 19 shows in 10 days. You guys are going to be so tired.
We've only got 2 days where there's triples, though. Everything else is
Okay.
just doubles.
Well,
So
well,
it's
that's
not
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 bad,
that bad.
Okay,
It's part of the gig, It's Sturgis.
That's true.
There's so many places you gotta cover them all if you can.
Yeah, right.
A lot of people, a lot of places to play, a lot of good food, a lot of everything.
That's true, man. See, it looks like a lot of fun. I'm ready. I want to go.
Yeah. Next year, plan on it.
Heck yeah, man.
First
That
2
would be
weeks of
awesome.
August. Let's go.
All right. Oh, dude. All right. So let's back it up a little bit. Tell us a little bit about you. Where are you from? How long you been doing music? All that good stuff.
So I'm originally from Daleville, right down the road.
Yeah.
My family owned a car garage there for 50 years.
Wow.
So I grew up turning wrenches for my granddaddy. Played in my first bar at like 14, right there in Daleville.
Oh, wow.
Used to be called MVP.
Nice.
So did the band thing on the weekends as like a hobby side gig for years and years and years. And my family closed the car garage down, and I finally just decided to see if I could do it as a full-time gig, and it took off from there.
That's
so
cool, man.
I've been lucky enough to do it full-time for the last 8 years straight now.
What inspired you initially, like when you were 14 years old, what inspired you to get into even making your own music?
There was a blues band that was really big around here called the Mutt Brothers.
Okay.
And I actually took guitar lessons from the lead singer, Barry DeFloron. And I was 12 and 13, bar hopping already, sneaking in to see them play. And
That's
it just caught from there. We used to go to a lot of concerts. My very first concert that I went to go see was The Who.
Oh, yeah.
So
Right on.
That was kind of mine and my mom's thing. We'd go to concerts all the time. So it was just
Always been into
always
music.
been interested in music, and just kind of
Came
snowballed from there.
Right on, dude. So when did you you write your own music? You've got a lot of music out. When did you start writing?
I started writing in like middle school, high school, and I
Really?
just did not release anything until I really started pushing this as a career. And I used to go up to Nashville and co-write with a lot of people. As a matter of fact, Damn You Pride, our newest single, me, our drummer Ben Bird, and then a guy named Corey Lee Barker from up in Nashville, super talented guy. He was one of our co-writers on that one. But so I was going to Nashville and I was co-writing a lot, and they taught me how to kind of remove yourself from the song and be able to just write a song for the sake of writing a song. Before that, every song I wrote, it had to be like an emotional breakup song or something like that. You know what I mean? Like whatever, so, so I wrote like that for a while, and now I'm trying to get back to, putting some of myself back into the songs.
True.
And so that's kind of what Damn You Pride is. It's a kind of personal, emotional, a little bit more emotional song than what we've been releasing lately, but super stoked about how this one turned out.
That's cool, man. That's actually a cool point of view, to be, like you said, to be taught to take yourself out of writing a song like that. Because I find that that's my biggest problem is I almost can't write a song unless it's something that's like really heavy on my heart and pulls emotion from me. And then it's easy to just sit down and write something really banging almost.
Right.
And then, but there's a lot of times too, like I find myself thinking like, oh, I need to write an upbeat song. I need to write a beer drinking song. And then I sit down and try to do that. And I'm like, just writer's block or something like that. So that's, and I'm gonna chat GPT that later. How to remove yourself from, yeah, that's cool. I like that perspective.
So the very first song I ever got on the radio was one of our first singles. It was called Let's Party Tonight.
Nice.
And when I sat down to write, I just put in my head, I'm writing it for the radio. And I almost did like a word box. I was like, what is the most cliche things on the radio right now?
Yeah.
And if you listen to that song, it's talking about jacked up trucks with mud on the tires,
It's
and
all the
shine getting
cliches.
passed around the bonfire, and girls in jeans. And it was the word box just mixed up. And that was the first song we were able to get radio play with. So
hey, that's cool. It worked.
It worked. It worked.
Oh man, bro country. That's what they call it now. I like it. I like it.
Yeah. So this next year, we're really going to focus on writing some more originals and get back more to maybe more of like a Southern rock kind of roots vibe, a little more rock. So I'm super, super excited about that.
What does the writing process look like for you when you are like when you say, okay, today I'm going to write a song? Do you go to like a hook book, or do you start with like a melody in your head and then find the words later?
Depends on the song.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll have a hook in my head, lyric wise, and write off of that. Sometimes it'll be a guitar riff that, we write to the guitar riff. Like I said, I mean, Ben, my drummer, has helped write songs. Wesley Brown, the guitar player, has helped us write. Some of our like former band members, a guy named Dennis Powell over in Ozark, has been the co-writer on a couple of our songs too. So it's just kind of been a team effort, and whatever inspiration sparks, we just run with it.
What kind of environment do you like to write in? Like, just for instance, one of the first times I ever got my band together as a band to try and write some songs, we locked ourselves into a beach house in January. So like, it wasn't even beach weather. So we were just like, all right, we want a chill environment and somewhere that we're focused on what we're doing.
We have never had the opportunity to do anything like that. Like, just because we play so many, we gig. I mean, we've been averaging 280-ish shows a year, something like that.
At least. And also, for a time, we all lived in different towns.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And so we rarely would see each other other than working. Right. So it was rare for us to ever even rehearse.
Yeah. Okay.
Because we were always traveling and always working.
Yeah.
We played so many shows. That was like rehearsal, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'd talk to each other on the way to a show. Hey, just heard this song. We should play it.
Yeah.
And then, the next show,
we'd murder it for a couple of shows. And then by the third time, we got this one down.
Yeah.
We're good.
I like that.
Wasn't a train wreck. There was a hiccup. Let's fix that.
Yeah. That's good, man. But that just goes to show that you guys are a really gelled together band, because like, you got to be able to do stuff like that in order to be able to take requests and, get plugged in with your crowd and stuff like that too.
We, in January, I moved down to Panama City, which is where Morgan's from as well. And we've got a few venues down there where like Wednesday, Thursday shows where we don't even make a set list. We kind of do it like old school Tootsie style, where it's just, I'll go table to table. Hey, what do you want here? What do you want here? So we're going from like Waylon Jennings to Pantera to Britney Spears to Afro Man all in one show.
Yeah. That's crazy, dude. That's so awesome. That's just shows the level of talent that you guys, that's a high bar. There's not a lot of folks that can do that. That's cool, man. That is really cool. How, so tell me about putting your band. Did you start out with a band, or did you start out singing like acoustic shows?
I always started out as a band.
Yeah.
And honestly, I've been playing in bars since I was like 14. I am just now kind of starting to get comfortable being able to stand on a stage with just an acoustic. The guys that just do acoustic stuff by themselves, it's always kind of mind blown to me. So
that's just so interesting, getting to talk to everybody and hearing everybody's different perspective on things.
Well, it's crazy because if you go to a Frank Fletcher show, I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off. I'm standing on tables and chairs. I'm pulling people up on stage.
You're the reason I want wireless mics in my rack box. I'll say that, Rob. Go ahead and say that.
All kinds of crazy stuff. But on the inside, on the flip side, I can do that because I have a band.
Yeah.
It's not just me. I'm not like one of those like me, look at me kind of people. Like I get stage fright still. I get nervous about things. And so for me to be on a stage by myself,
Everything's
It's
on
a
you.
yeah. The confidence side of things. It's taken me a long time, but I finally over the last year and a half, I've gotten more and more comfortable being able to play acoustic stuff. So
Yeah.
I still like to do a duo versus a single. I mean, I there's a lot of guys that have the looper pedals and are real good
Right.
and you know can build, but I mean to me, just a guy standing on a stage with an acoustic, and unless he can just really, I mean, there's guys. I mean, Keith Urban in concert. My favorite part of his whole concert was him on a stool with an acoustic. You know, there's guys that can do it, but to me, I would just be hammering G, D, and C over and over, and
That's all I do.
20 minutes into that, you're like, it's
Yeah.
another GD and C song. I mean, so I still like to have a duo at least, but no, I've been lucky enough to have some really, really talented musicians behind me, and I tell everybody that's the talent, and I'm just a dancing chicken, and I just do weird things to make people watch. So
Right, yeah, I hear that, man. I feel the same way. I started out in just a solo acoustic thing, and then recently have built the band, and I'm like, gosh, I wish every show could be a band show. Like, I just want to let these guys get up there and rip, and I'll just scream the words, you know, like it's so much fun, man. I absolutely love it. And I know you guys have a lot of fun too, because I watch your shows, all very high energy. And I wasn't lying. I'm like, I want to run around like Frank Fletcher. I want to go to the bartender and like make her sing too.
While she's pouring you a drink.
Yes,
just be careful about getting the bartenders on top of the bar to dance. 60% of the time it works all the time, but sometimes venues don't like that. So
I haven't heard.
So what you're saying is they should put up signs if they don't want it.
There should just be a disclaimer that we're playing there.
Right. Yeah. There you go.
So
is that a story you want to tell, or you want to skip over that one?
We're just going to skip over that one.
There's been a few of those.
But however, we're back in that venue again. There was a time that we couldn't
good.
play. So
That's good.
love that venue. If you know who we're talking about, then I'm really happy to be back and love y'all to death.
Shows that everybody can be friends.
You know? Oh yeah. But yeah,
cool.
the wireless thing too, though, man. I love one of the reasons I'm in this to start with is engaging with the crowd,
right?
Having that connection. So your wireless mic thing, getting out in the crowd and being able to, you know, talk to people in the middle of songs and connect and joke around and everything. It has built an incredible fan base, support group. I don't even like to call them fans anymore. I mean, most of them at this point have become friends and family.
Feel more like friends.
From Sturgis all the way down to Panama City, down to Key West. We've even met some really cool people out in Texas, and we're trying to make it to New Mexico and Arizona, and our bus broke down last year. So our bus is still
right. I saw that.
Bus is still in New Mexico, but there's some cool people out that way.
And a cool bus.
That's about to be for sale. Brand new motor though.
Hey.
If you know anybody looking. You were mentioning riding the bus
That's
up.
True,
you just buy it. Just go ahead and buy the bus from me, and we'll take your bus next year.
I'd have to find someone else's checkbook to use. That's the only problem. Oh man. Well, Morgan.
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit about you. How'd you get involved with old Frank over here?
Oh Lordy. Well, I've been with the band about 4.5 years, something like that. And it seems like time has flown. I just up and got a call one day from the guitar player, Wesley Brown, and said, "Hey, you know, are you available? We need a bass player." And I was doing, you know, gigs around town, you know, with other artists and stuff. And I said, "Sure.
Yeah.
You know, let's do it." It was pretty simple. But yeah, I'm from Panama City Beach.
Cool.
I've been in Florida most of my life. I've played guitar and bass in various bands since the mid 80s.
Right on.
Most recently, you know, I was the house bassist for Tootsie's Orchid Lounge in Panama City Beach for about 10 years.
Right on.
And that's kind of how the word of mouth started with me landing jobs with other artists. Yeah. And that's what led me to Frank.
That's cool, man. They're fixing to open up they're not fixing to open it up, but they're the new Tootsie's is coming next summer, I think is what
that's what I hear.
Yeah.
But I always hear different things, so I never really know what's going on.
Yeah. So I follow Honky Tonk School. It's whatever, it's in Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
Uncle John, I think is the main is the contact for that. They just posted the other day on their Facebook page that they are looking for artists for the PCB location. So
already,
yeah.
I mean,
If
I've
you don't
seen
have the
they're
email,
actually
I'll
doing some
send
work.
his email.
They're actually doing some work on the grounds, so
Mhm.
there is movement. And just a little background on Morgan. He set in for like one song just the first night he met us, and literally within like the first 30 seconds, like we all looked at each other and
Okay,
our
just a
drummer,
collective head
dude, our
nod.
drummer was like, that's the guy.
Yeah. That's cool.
I remember
man.
that.
Probably I mean, I've like I said, I've had some incredible, talented musicians behind me, and some really good bass players, but probably the most solid, locked in, talented bass player I've ever had to share the stage with. So
Feels good to
been
have
lucky.
good guys
Yeah.
behind you, don't it?
Yeah,
That's awesome. Yeah, that
Thank
was
you, sir.
costed
Yeah.
right there. Yeah.
Then same thing with the drummer, man, Ben Bird. He's
Mhm.
I've been lucky enough to have him behind me for 12 years, and after 12 years, this is his last run with us.
Really?
He's
It's a bummer.
decided that he wants to
Dang.
change career paths a little bit. He's opening up a food trailer.
Oh, cool, man. That's awesome, though.
So yeah, we back him. He's amazing chef, amazing cook, but super talented drummer.
That's cool, man.
And so
Well, heck yeah.
we've got another backup drummer stepping in his shoes, so we're not going to miss a beat. Guy named Scott Fryer from Panama City. Played Tootsie some too, didn't he?
A little bit.
So
Cool.
so we'll be locked in, but yeah, 12 years, man. 12 years of
Wow.
memories.
Dang.
And he's just burnt out of playing drums all the time. And
Yeah, man.
I mean, food's his passion.
It
And
happens.
so we wish him, good luck and nothing but the best on that. And I'm sure he'll be back to fill in on some shows here and there.
Yeah. I would say somebody that's played drums for 12 years can't just stay out of it. You can't.
No,
walk
he'll
away from
always be part of the family.
it. Yeah, you can't.
Absolutely.
He'll be beating on the steering wheel at least. Yeah.
All drummers do that.
Yeah. Even me. I'm not even a drummer.
I was about to say, I can't, I'm not a drummer, and I do that off time, but
Right. Yeah, exactly. Have you seen the little symbols that they make now that you can clip in your air vent?
No,
you
I've
can
not seen
drum
that.
on the steering wheel, and then little splash symbol.
Oh, that's wonderful.
that's going to be his parting gift. We got to
There
find
you
him
go.
one. Little air vent splash.
There you go. Perfect. So what's anything in particular that you're looking forward to in Sturgis this week? Anything stick out that you did last year that you want to do again?
Honestly, just getting back up there, being in that environment and seeing the people. I mean, like I said, this is our 5th year in a row, and the rallies, Daytona, Laconia, Sturgis, Thunder Beach, and Panama City, it becomes like a family.
Right.
Like a lot of the bartenders and the bar backs and the vendors and the bands, we all kind of do the rally circuit. So it's kind of like a big
see some of the same
family
people
reunion,
yeah.
and then even the people there, we'll bump into somebody, and like I said, maybe like out in Texas that saw us in Sturgis, or they're down here in Florida and they were like, oh, I saw you in Sturgis, and just the stories of them remembering what happened at the shows and stuff like that. It's just it's a really cool vibe, cool feel.
Seems like an awesome community for sure. So all right, what's if there's one big piece of advice that you could give to other artists that are trying to do the same thing, maybe not quite at the going to Sturgis level, maybe they're just getting out and learning and to put a set list together or something, what would be a bit of advice?
My biggest advice, honestly, is to not take yourself as serious. You want to put out a good quality product, but you're gonna mess up. It's not if you mess up, it's when you mess up. I used to have really bad stage fright, and I was super serious all the time, and it took me watching people I idolized, like Elvis Presley. Take him in the 1968 comeback special when he's in the all black leather. He's sitting there strumming the guitar. He goes to start singing a song, and he forgets the words. And he just keeps strumming, and he starts joking with the crowd. He's like, you want to sing it? You know the words, And back then, there's a lot of songs that were in the key E. So he just kept strumming, talked to the crowd a little bit, and then just started singing another song. Found another song that would fit in that key and rolled with it. Seen Brett Michaels mess up and just talk to the crowd, and that's when you hope that you have an amazing band. These guys, I feel sorry for them because I'll go off on a tangent, and a lot of times just because I messed up and I'm just playing it off, and they don't, but
and they got to find their way around whatever you're saying.
Follow, so they save me quite often, but
we look at each other and be like, is this on purpose, or did he just mess up?
You're like, this ain't part of the song.
This is where are we going with this? Sometimes I get a great idea and it's on purpose. Sometimes it's because I messed up and I'm trying to play it off. But so if you don't take yourself as serious where that's concerned, and just understand that you're gonna mess up, everybody messes up. It's a live show, and it's not, if you mess up, it's how you play it off.
Right. Yeah.
Just have fun with it. I think that's the biggest thing that I've seen a lot of the younger musicians. They just stress out on trying to be perfect. Right. And then just realize that we're not in competition with each other. I've always tried to lend an olive branch to anybody that wants or needs help. Share the wealth. High tide rises all ships, and
that's it.
You doing what you're doing right now has been a huge help to a lot of up and comers. So, and we appreciate you.
Platform. I'll try to use it.
But that's the two biggest things: stay humble. Don't take yourself so seriously, and don't be afraid to reach out or pay it forward.
That's right. Cool, man. Awesome. Well, how about just a couple random rapid fire questions before you guys go? Are you coffee drinkers?
Monster.
Okay. So
not so much, but I have been hitting the Starbucks a little more lately than I ever have.
What's your go-to coffee order?
I think it's called the hazelnut oat milk
shaken
espresso iced.
My boy,
shaken espresso.
Boy.
Right on. That's some good stuff.
That's mine too. Yeah, I like it. So you're a Monster guy, huh?
Yep.
OG green and black can or
white
can?
Yeah.
I know a lot of folks that love the white Monsters. I haven't. What flavor is it? Gummy bear? Is that what it's called, or is there a different one?
No, it's just this Ultra Zero. It's kind of like almost like a watered down Mountain Dew almost.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It doesn't have like that sugary kick
right.
that Mountain Dew does, but
I have to try one.
I got a whole case in the trailer. We're ready to go.
That's awesome.
They're nice and warm.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, so all right, cats or dogs?
Dogs. 100%.
I knew I could trust you guys.
And if a dog doesn't trust you, then I don't trust you.
Right. Yeah.
I love animals, period. I love cats, but I'm allergic. So.
Okay.
Same thing. I'm allergic to cats. However, I swear cats can tell if you're allergic, because if they know you're allergic, they love you.
They just come
straight to you and try to crawl all over you. And
they're like, oh yeah, this one's gonna swell. This one's gonna swell.
Hey guys, watch this.
Aliens. Do you believe in aliens?
I don't know if I believe in aliens in the fact of like
little
green guys, but as large as our universe is, I think it's very conceited to think that we're the only living organisms out there.
Yeah. That is
I'll piggyback on that and say, yeah, the universe is too big. It's too big and too infinite for it to be just us. I don't know exactly. We always think of UFOs and aliens, stuff like that. Anything's possible.
Right.
I mean, the universe is infinite just about. So I mean,
TikTok said it's real. So
that's right.
Yeah. I'm open to anything.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like you guys. I don't know if I'm full on little green men or if I'm just like some weird bacteria somewhere. But either way, it's conceited is a good word to think that we're the only life right here. Yeah,
I mean, and that goes into other possibilities, like why stop there? It could be time travelers, could be any kind of thing.
True. I forget what me and my wife talked about this the other day. It's a book that she's reading, and she's big into the romance, spicy book stuff. But there's a time traveler in one of them. And he said, think about it like taking a sheet of paper and you fold the two corners together and then you just travel from this corner to this corner. But really, I'm like, that's a cool way of thinking about how space and time work.
Yeah.
What was that in? I know exactly
what Event Horizon.
Talking about.
Event Horizon.
It may have been like Akatar or something. The Akatar
Outlander or something.
Yeah. Cool way of thinking about it. Headed to Sturgis. Only a 30-hour drive ahead of you guys.
Well, I mean, we've already drove up from Panama City, so now we're only like 28.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
28 and a half.
Yeah.
You know? Little wins, baby. Little wins.
It'll fly by. Well, y'all be careful, have fun, and can't wait to see all the photos on Facebook.
Heck
Man.
yeah. And plan on joining us next year.
Absolutely, buddy.
Heck yeah.
Sounds good.
All right, man. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.